is a mental manifestation series, part 2. Topic of today will be control, why it's really an illusion, and why you must let go, and a little bit on why and how to attain, mental peace, right? So the definition of control is the power to influence or direct people's behavior or course of events. So the ability to make somebody do what you will them to do as a person is control. It's an illusion, because the person can be forced, influenced, or directed into giving things, doing things, etc., but you only really controlling like 1/4 of the person diaspora. Leave that definition down for another episode, maybe my next episode, when I start to speak on the physical body, the physical mind versus the spiritual body and the spiritual mind and how they all connected. You know what I'm saying? But you can never control every thought in a person's head, nor your own, nor a person's actions in your absence, nor can you control how they feel in both your presence and absence, or how they feel about said task that they was ordered to do, or how they feel about the person that's controlling them for that matter. See, you can make them do what you want, if you're that powerful. And ultimately, they have to have something, you have to have something that they want for you to even have power. Like, for you to have power over somebody else, that person got to give that power away to you. Like, they give their power away to you. You know what I'm saying? When you scared, you give your power away to the fear. Even if it's a fear of a piece of paper, a person that's scared, or a fear of leaving the house, or, a fear of spiders, or a fear of water, or fear of heights. And when I say like a fear of water, there's people that's scared of like bodies of water. And I think I've come to the conclusion to realize that a lot of people that are scared of big bodies of water, to some extent, have some connection to their ancestors, or their ancestors that was like thrown off to the Mayflower. I said Mayweather, hilarious. Shout out to Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? He really beat Rocky Marciano's record, but because he's black, you know how they do that. So, whatever. Back to the topic though, right? You can't control really anything. Like, the wind is gonna blow in the direction it wants to blow in. The gravity on the planet is always gonna hold the things on the planet down, which is created through the magnetism, and basically you can kind of control certain things, basically, right? For example, like when I was watching, the Kung Fu Panda, perfect example, right? He speaks on the tree, and when he speaks about the tree, he tells his mentor or his student, he says, you gotta release the control, because there is no control. Ultimately everything is one universe. He was like, yes, I can control what this fruit gonna fall, and I can control where to plant the seed, right? And he is right. You can technically control certain things through your force, right? But he can't control, how that tree is gonna grow, how long it takes for that tree to grow, how tall that tree is gonna grow, right? He can't really control what fruit comes off the tree. This is what he says, right? He says, you may want an apple, you may want an orange, but you're gonna get a pear, because it's a pear tree, because he hit the pear down and he planted the pear seed. So, that's like controlling one aspect of a 4-aspect being. You understand what I'm saying? And that goes back to me explaining the spirit mind, the spirit body, the physical mind, the physical body. You understand? So basically, that one aspect can also be taken away from you. You understand? That one aspect is not necessarily concrete, right? It's not really necessarily set in stone, right? Because what if you choose a spot and to plant this tree, the seed, and it's toxic, right? Or the seed isn't the proper seed, right? Like it's a bad seed, right? Or what if like you had a bag of seeds and you grabbed the wrong bag of seeds because, you know, whatever circumstances, you know, come into play for that matter, right? What if you did that and at the end of the day, when you planted this, not knowing to you, you know what I'm saying, your illusion of control was taken away from you. Because you're going to assume that, you know, over the period of time that this tree is going to grow because I planted the seed. That's your ego, right? I planted the seed, right? And at the end of the day, if it's planted in bad soil, if it's a bad seed, you understand? These have multiple meanings, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about the actual tree and the actual seed and the actual land. But this could be a woman, you know what I'm saying? This could be an idea. This can be a feeling, you know what I'm saying? This could be anything. The person control will be gone now because it won't grow. He comes back, it's not growing. Now that causes frustration. Now that causes dis-ease. You know what I'm saying? That causes stress. That causes like the opposite of, you know, what you would need to be stable. You know what I'm saying? Basically in your head, right? So, like, basically what I'm saying was that explains how control is an illusion where it can appear like you have control. And if that tree would have grew where he planted it, said it was not toxic soil or bad seed or, you know, a mix-up. And in the mix-up, if he planted a mix-up of seeds, right, and he grabbed the wrong seeds, he don't know, he assumed that's the right, he like, yo, I'm planting apple seeds, but he grabbed the oak tree seeds. Now he's growing oak trees. You understand? Like, it defeats the purpose. Like, it's still a tree. It's still for nature, ultimately. You know, so that's not a bad thing nonetheless. It's like, the more trees, the more oxygen. Because where do you think oxygen is coming from? It's not coming from, you know what I'm saying, the water itself. It's coming from the plants under the water. It's coming from the trees on top of the land. So the more oxygen, the more trees you cut down, right? And the more we breathe and shit, and all that other shit. I mean, breathing is natural, so we don't count breathing. But, you know, like the cars and all the other nonsense, you know, things, it's going to put so much CO2 in the atmosphere where there's not enough trees to breathe that CO2 in. You understand? There's not another organism around to breathe that air, and ultimately that air become imbalanced, and then it would be a harm to us as an organism. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, you know, control, you know what I'm saying, is the way somebody asserts their will over you. In my own words, you understand? You already heard the definition of it from the dictionary or whatever. And it's an illusion. You feel me? It's an illusion based on your ego. You know what I'm saying? And based on that illusion, it'll never be a reality. I mean, like you won't never get the full what you see you getting. You know what I'm saying? The tree must simply be planted with the intention of creation, and not put into expectations and categories. You know, that once you put it into categories and expectations for things without fully knowing everything, or even just giving way for like variables, you know, in math, like the variables, the X, Y's, and Z's, that you know that type of stuff, right? It only aids the turbulent and chaotic mind. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you got to release the illusion of control. Because once you release the illusion of external control, you actually gain control. When you say, you know what? I don't care what this, all right. I don't care if I get fired from my job. I'm gonna go to work the best way I can. But if I lose my job, I'm not gonna worry about it. Like I'm not stressing like, yo, what if he cut me? What if he fired me? Every single day. This is becoming an anxiety. These are ideas. These things turn into your body. You understand? Your body forms behind these ideas and things in your head. You know what I'm saying? All your cells respond to these ideas in your head. You understand? So having negative ideas only affects the body negatively because of what I said about the spirit body and the spirit mind and the physical body and the physical mind, the attachment. And that'll be my next video, right? This is something short, but it'll be my next video. You understand? So you have to release the illusion of control in order to gain peace of mind. You understand? Now, what peace of mind is this. Think of the universe like water. You know, it is water. Think of the air like water. It's a different form, a lighter form of plasma. Water is a heavier form of plasma, right? Think of you being in the ocean and the waves waving, splashing on you. You know, you got some waves that's like gentle waves. You know, you got still water, and you don't feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got the little ripples in the water. You may feel it's one way or some way, but it's not no extreme. You know what I'm saying? When you get like a tidal wave splash over you, you can be overran by the water, right? You can be drowned in the ocean that you're in, right? And that ocean could submerge you, right? Now think of the ocean as the sky, the air, the void. Like, think of these as different levels of water, right? But think of it as invisible, though. So your emotions is waving by you, waving by you, waving by you, waving by you. You understand what I'm saying? It's a vibration. It's a frequency. That's why it's a wave. It's a wave. It is a wave. Anybody that says it's a wave, they're correct. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that talks about waters, they're correct. Because even in the books of the Bible speaks of the waters and the cups. Hence your boy Kupz the universe. You understand? But look. So, these waves of energy are not you. Okay? This is the ocean. Okay? This is not you. Right? You're being in the ocean. Right? You're an organism in the ocean. Right? You're a fish in the ocean. Right? And when these waves of water splash over you, when you're in the water, what do they tell you to do when you fall in water? The first thing they tell you to do is to be calm. So in the same sense, when your emotions start running wild over your body like waves of water crashing and submerging you in the ocean that you in, and it's a space. So now you're in this circumference, right? Where you just stuck in these waters. It's a bubble. You're in a bubble of water, right? And basically, you have to be calm so you can float to the top, right? So to rise to the top of any one emotion, you have to realize the first thing is to stay calm. And in order to do that, you have to learn how to breathe, because your breathing is what controls your heart rate. And if you don't control your heart rate, when your heart rate start pumping all fast and shit, then you're getting angry. Your blood is rushing through your veins. You're getting all hot. Stomach get all hot. You know that? You know how you can channel that energy and just turn up like boom, 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 just start smashing shit, right? But then you have to deal with the repercussions of what you smashed. And you may not want it to smash that, because then these planets and things in the sky that everybody ignore all day, you know what I'm saying, has the influence on the ocean. It's like bigger objects in the ocean that when they pass and shit, they move like boats, and they move the water, and it splash on top of you. You understand? So different planets is like different boats, and the water's behind the planets. You understand? When they wave past that smash over the planet, it hits people in this way or that way or this way, depending on their state of being. You understand? So breathing in deeply. That's what I do. You know? That breathing right there, focusing on what is this I'm feeling. Then say to yourself, this feeling is not me. It's something that I am passing through, or that is passing over me. You understand? But this is not me. I will not trap these waters splashing over me, these waves waving through me in this vessel, or in this crystalline vessel that's not fully crystallized yet. You understand what I'm saying? But we're getting there. As all beings is getting there, they will get there eventually. It is inevitable. You understand what I'm saying? So, as you breathe, you calm your physical mind. This is only for all right. I'm gonna give you a little something into the other the other episode that I'm gonna do, right? So the breathing, right? That's giving your body, is calming your cells. So your body is releasing certain hormones, right? Certain chemical reactions chemical reactions are happening, right? And there are adverse, excessive response to the wave, right? Like panicking in the water, like, oh my God, I'm splashing in this water. What's going on? What to do? I don't know what to do. You understand what I'm saying? That's the analogy of the emotions that causes people to not have a peace of mind, right? And this could be person, place, or thing. This could be anything. This could be your kids. This could be your colleagues at work. This could be your classmates. This could be just random people you pass. This could be animals. This could be just vibes and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be anything. The object. And you brush it. It stored a certain energy. It was around a certain being. It stored a certain kind of energy. And when you touch it, or you see it, or you hug it, and that's why sex is important. Like, sex does that. Everything's the same, right? So basically, what I'm trying to say is this: you breathe in through your nose, you breathe out through your mouth, right? You focus on what are you feeling at this moment. You tell yourself that that is not you. That is just a feeling that you're going through, right? Or that's just something that's passing. And you stay calm so you can float to the top of that emotion. This could be any emotion. You understand? And this is how you escape the burden of the emotion. The longer you do this, the easier it becomes, and the more naturally you do it. To the point where you're not thinking about it no more. You're just doing this. And if you're paying attention to what planets and what this and that is happening, I know people think it's mumbo jumbo, but do believe that lights passing and reflecting off of different objects may send different signals. Light signals is actually information. You understand what I'm saying? Stored in like light codes, and that's facts. And you know what I'm saying? Inside of the photons, that's, you know what I'm saying, moving through the space or whatever. You understand what I mean? And in its interaction, in its motion of movement, it's creating heat, and that's what you feel when it's touching you, your face. It's energy. That's emotions is energy. It's just you can't really see it. So when you're breathing in and you're breathing out, you're actually feeding your spirit food. If you're breathing in good air and you're getting good light and you're doing that, you're feeding your spirit food. You can't get nothing really negative from this. The only thing negative would be like if you doving down and just breathing into yourself and you realize like it's your fault why you're mad, or it's your fault why you understand what I'm saying? Like if somebody is saying something to you and you're getting a certain way or agitated or whatever, and it's really not their fault why you're getting like that, in the midst of you doing these breathings, you're gonna come to a realization like, oh snap, I'm not even correct right now. Like, all right, I gotta, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard for people to apologize, but, you know, it's just words, baby. It's just an expression, you know what I'm saying? So don't feel ashamed. Don't feel vulnerable because you apologize, because you can apologize in somebody else's front and you come turn around and wow out. You understand what I'm saying? So don't think that being compassionate is soft, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not. It's just you need a discernment to know who to be compassionate with and who not to. You understand? So when people agitate you, you do this breathing, when you do this in succession, you add certain things to it, it adds to you. And you know what I'm saying? That the spirit returns things too. So I'll talk about that in my next lecture, my next episode. Getting a little excited. Got to calm down some. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically, control is an illusion. Nothing is really in your control. All things are like put in place for divine timing at all times. So what you think is a coincidence is not. What you think is a sudden idea is not. It's just divine talking through you. You know? That's it. You know? So when you're getting mad, just breathe deeply through your nostrils, breathe out through your mouth. Breathe into your diaphragm, breathe out slowly, take your time. Think of, there's different ways to do these meditations. Some of them you think about one thing, you know what I'm saying, and you get yourself in that idea, and you're in there, you're actually existing there in your mind. And then you can breathe with no things, meditation with no things, I mean, you know what I mean, and you get in touch with your deeper self, you know what I'm saying? And your deepest truth, you know what I'm saying? I've done these things, and it seems to really work. That's why I'm spreading it. If it helps people in the world, that's all I really care about. I'm just trying to add balance to some people in the world that may not understand that it's your breathing process that creates your adjectiveness, if I said that correctly. Or it heats your rage. You understand? Rapid breathing. Shallow breathing. The only time you're supposed to shallow breathe is when you're doing like ninja meditations and whatnot. You know, like I got the little you can't see it, but I got the Japanese signs, symbols of the fire, sky, earth, water, tree, light, and fire, earth, water, sky. You know what I'm saying? Kind of correlates to like what we're talking about. So like people that are like Pisces, Aquariuses, and you know, all the water signs and the fire signs kind of are one and the same, but opposite expressions of themselves. You know, so shout out to anybody that says that, you know what I mean? Flight Boss, that's a dude I'll be catching up with. He got some information. He's lit. It's a lot of guys. I'm not gonna name drop anybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing this for the certain people that I can reach that may not know them. So we all speaking the same truth. It's just going to different faculties of the people that need to receive it. You understand? Yeah, so basically your breathing is what keep you calm, man, and your breathing is what connect you to the to your inner truth, to your higher self, and to your purest self. We all are our purest self. You understand what I'm saying? There is no good and bad, but we are our purest self. Like, I'm gonna tell you in my next episode why this is. You understand? There is a reason behind the madness. There's a reason behind the kindness. There's a reason to be like this. And the reason why the world makes it seem like there isn't, because the world doesn't want you to leave, baby. They don't want you to go nowhere. They want you here. They need your energy. They need that battery. This matrix needs you. You understand? So that's the dynamics of that, you know, because control is the only reason a person will feel dis-ease and will end up having a lack of peace of mind, and then end up in a lack in spirit, and then end up in all this connects, because in all these spaces there are energies in these spaces, there are ideas, there's emotions that resonate with that space. So if you're depressed, you're gonna have a lot of depressed ideas shooting through your mind, and you might not even be the one thinking it. You'll be like, yo, what the heck am I thinking about? Like, you think you understand what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, so water and fire signs do express themselves similar. That's what I'm learning. It's just the yin and yang expression of each other or whatever. I'm learning, I'm paying attention, I'm putting the piece together. You know what I'm saying? As far as all my friends, all my family, everybody, and the little research I've done. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go back into doing mad research again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the earth and the sky signs are like the yin and yang of each other, you know what I'm saying? One in, one out, basically. Breathe. One exhale and one inhale. You understand? That's what yin and yang mean. You know what I'm saying? The inhale and the exhale. You understand? Like the in and out. You know? It's the structure of life, because the universe even contracts. And anyhow, breathing keeps you calm. Breathing a lot from your nose and your mouth correctly keeps you calm. After a while, you just stay calm. You know what I'm saying? Anytime it happens, it's not going to always work. You know what I'm saying? When you first started. But as you really, really, really get good with it, and even if you get upset, like even if the waves hit your energy, even if you get sad, even if you get this or that, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know too many people that get happy waves of emotions and then don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to talk about those. Everybody wants the good stuff, so I'm not going to talk about those. But all the negative wave energies, you know what I'm saying? Just allow yourself to think about, what are you feeling? Why are you feeling this? And then tell yourself in your head, this is not me. This feeling is not me. It shall pass. And do the breathing, and I guarantee you, you will not be upset about whatever it was you was upset about. You'll be like, man, fuck that shit. I don't even give a fuck. It's almost better than smoking a blunt when you mad. Because you know what happens when you smoke a blunt when you mad? If you're in a real bad state of upsetness, and that's all you focus on, you're not even focused on the bud, you know what I'm saying? Because you know it's all about what you observe in this universe, right? You're not going to even get high. Because you was too busy being in the focus of being angry. You're going to still be angry. High is another feeling, or is attached to an emotion. So in order to get high, you have to get into the euphoric space. You understand what I'm saying? Not the depressing state. Not the depressing space or the angry space or the... You understand? So that's the dynamics of that in a nutshell, pretty much. And, yeah, that's my presentation. It's your boy Kupz the Universe, a.k.a. Poet Lounge, a.k.a. Petey Mosberg. Doing my 1-2s, trying to put the little truth out there, because I feel like I have the charisma to do it, because I used to rap. I did, you know, y'all will know I rap, and I've kind of almost retired with that. That's kind of a thing in the past, but I'm still writing some really good stuff. It's just changing, so maybe it'll be an evolution. Maybe Kupz the Universe will be the new MC instead of the Poet Lounge and you know, Petey Mosberg, because, you know, Petey Mosberg is definitely an advocate for violence, and I'm not really in his space anymore. You know what I'm saying? Actually, his part of it, I done dove into my, you know, shadow self, and while doing the breathings and all that, and basically merged him with my higher selves. And long story short, I just took my bad attributes and turned them into good ones. You know what I'm saying? Transmuted them. So breathing is what keeps you calm. Breathing is guaranteed to give you a peace of mind, because breathing is attached to your spirit. And when your spirit is eating, your spirit returns what is eating with a certain energy back to you, and that's what you feel, and that's what keeps you calm, and that's how you continue to move. It's just that simple. If you don't believe that, then you will never attain it. No money, no woman, no property, none of this can actually fulfill you. You will see the actual chase and the actual journey is what's fulfilling you till you get there, because it's a challenge. But when you get there, you're going to need another challenge. This one right here, you don't need no challenges. You complete it and you're good. It's like you breathe in, you breathe out, you're calm, you stay calm, you start hugging trees and shit. Nah, I'm just playing. But you know what I'm saying? You start really thinking about what's really important and not what's frivolously important. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out. Peace to y'all. One love.